There it is. There she is. Yoldy Breath of the Wild. He had to click an extra button, make sure everything was up and running. Um, I feel like a lot of my stuff does tend to break on OBS, but I think what it is like the stuff I have to do to fix it is the same every time. And so I've just gotten fairly good at being like, oh, I know that I need to click this button and do this button and reset this thing to make stuff work. All right, we're gonna go track down a memory. Okay, there's a tree and a field. I can see the moat. That looks like the back of Hyrule Castle. And if that's the back of Hyrule Castle, is probably around here-ish. We're kind of up. We're kind of elevated. There's some sheer rocks in the back. Is that the back or is that the front? Gosh, that might be the front. That might be around here. We'll probably be able to tell from this tower. We'll probably be able to look from this tower and get an idea if we're headed in the right direction. Do 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 do. Oh, I've been thinking about this summer, chat. I've been thinking about this summer and how we just have a bunch of really good games coming out this summer. Oh, because Calamity Ganon's stuff would not be in the pictures. Didn't mean to do that. That changes the perspective. If Calamity, yeah, yep. So that's the mountain in the background. I see a tall tree over yonder. I think that's the tree. I think that's the tree over there on the left with the hill. That little hill. That's... Oh, man. I wonder if I can get the jump on one of these horses. Oh! Oh, I in fact did not get the jump on one of those horses. Actually, I got my face smashed in, and all the horses ran away from me. We're going to take this guy's horse, because it's not going to run away from me. Could I have gotten to the hill by now had I just not taken a horse? Probably. Oh, man. Good thing I had that Mipha's Grace. Because these dudes are kind of strong. Oh. These horses ain't great. They only got 2 spurs on them. Need to go catch that Lord of the Mountain. That's a Korok. I'm going to ignore it for now. Because we're not trying to 100%. We're not worried about getting everything. We're worried about getting enough to get by. Yeah, this totally feels like the tree from the picture. Oh yeah, look. There's memory right here. We must remember. I can't recall what that reference is. It's some show. And the guy's like, I remember. As he's like dying.
There's one. Oh, and another. The flowers we have in Hyrule aren't just beautiful. They're also quite useful as ingredients for a variety of things.
Oh, Zelda, you take way too many pictures.
This one here is called the Silent Princess.
Oh yeah, I need those silent princesses to upgrade my cloak.
Despite our efforts, we can't get them to grow domestically yet. The princess can only thrive out here, in the wild. All that we can hope.
Man, what are those thematic undertones they're talking about with that flower, you know?
Is that what I think it is? Look at this. I don't believe it, but I actually caught one. This delicacy is known to have very, very potent effects under the proper circumstances. Ta-da!
There's a frog.
Research from the castle shows ingesting one of these can actually augment certain abilities. We wouldn't be in a controlled environment out here, but with your level of physical fitness, you'd be a perfect candidate for the study. Go on. Taste it.
I'd eat the frog. Frog legs are delicious. Haven't had them in ages. Frog legs are delicious. So, are there silent princesses around here? You would think the hill where you had a memory about that specific flower would have that flower growing. And I feel like there should be a way to zoom out my camera. Nope. I hit all the buttons. None of them did the thing. No, there's none of those flowers out here. I remember there being a specific place where you could find them, and I thought it was this hill. But it would appear I was wrong. I did find the frog. And maybe finding the frog was the more important thing, you know? But really the important thing was finding the Mem-Mems. All right, we got 6 more. This one is by the bridge with the 2 little crying guys. You can see, okay, I know exactly where this is. I know exactly where this is. So here's the bridge. Here, it's at Scouts Hill. I think. But I'm like 90% certain that it's chilling at Scouts Hill, chat. We gonna go track down this mem. Oh yeah, I remember. Man, I never have enough water. I need to get myself just an insanely large water cup. Oh, did I just teleport onto the plateau? That might be better. Ooh, is that a sword? Free sword? Oh man, it might be further than Scouts Hill. But we probably have to go over Scouts Hill to get there, so. We're going to take that as a win. We're going to take that as a win that we're headed in the right direction. Oh, I need more stamina. Oh no, that math works out. Thought I had more hearts. But I guess I don't. I thought I had 7. But I only have 6. There, that tree. That tree with the odd rock next to it. 'Tis a memory all its own. Yeah, little cave with the rock guys. We must remember. And the bridge, I think that's the bridge from Twilight Princess. That bridge is important. It's a big deal. Important bridge. You can see the progression though in Zelda being like, oh nah, I like Link.
I doubt this will let up anytime soon.
Oh man, look at Link getting those mad skills in.
You've dedicated yourself to becoming a knight as well. Your commitment to the training necessary to fulfill your goal is really quite admirable. I see now why you would be the chosen one. What if...
Man, Link's no slouch.
You realized that you just weren't meant to be a fighter.
Oh, all the time.
People ever said was that you were born into a family of the royal guard, and so no matter what you thought, you had to become a knight. If that was the only thing you were ever told. I wonder then, would you have chosen a different path?
Oh man. She doesn't want to be royalty. She wants to be a scientist. She just wants to go do research and discover stuff all day. Ripley, what you doing? Excuse me, chat. Ripley, what you hunting around for? All right. Okay, this one. That one is particularly difficult to get. Because that one is at the castle. But difficult does not equal impossible. We gotta do some gliding. Gotta use some Rivali's Gales, which we got 3 of, I think, if we're charged up. But yeah, a lot of people get this one last because it's over at the castle. You gotta be real sneaky about it. You just gotta sneak in while no one's watching. Oh, I was just over here. I was just over here recently. That's the tree. I came from a different angle. That's the tree. And I'm now realizing that this angle would have been better to come to this tree in the first place. Okay, step 1, we gotta try and get on that pillar. Get out of my face, choo-choo. Step 1, we gotta get on that pillar without getting noticed. And that should allow us to skip a large portion of the climb to get up on the castle. Because this whole area is just riddled with guardians. There is like a secret entrance to the castle. I can't quite remember where it is. See, that's what I'm talking about. You got those flying guardians everywhere. And if I remember correctly, these poles are just steep enough that you have to climb them. Can we get up this? That is the question. I think we can. Oh man, we're gonna make it. We made it. Oh, this dude's totally dead. Now from atop here, we can glide into the castle. We just need to not get shot down while we're doing it. And the question is, where is this spot? There's a little overlook. Some statues. Can we see it? See some statues. See an entrance. See the wall. Man, it might be on the other side. So the first thing we gotta do is get in. That's step 1. It's getting in and not being seen by that thing. Oh man, it froze for a second while it loaded. Oh, that might actually be it. Gosh, that walkway has a very high probability of being where I need to go. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh, shoot. Whew.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
Oh, gosh. Okay, well, I found one of those flowers I needed. Zelda's research journal. First page. Today I met with Impa of the Sheikah tribe and began my research into ancient technology in earnest. Impa introduced me to Pura and Robbie, other respected members of her tribe. Tomorrow I will embark on excavation with them. We hope to find ancient tech with which to operate the guidance stones. Today we uncovered some ancient technology that we believe may have the power to control the guidance stone. It is a rectangular object, small enough to be held in my two hands. Sheikah text is featured prominently on it. It is made of an unknown material, but we believe it to be the same as the shrines scattered across each region. So this is a Sheikah slate that they found. Impa proposed that I hold on to it for now. I hope that it leads to some new developments in our research. The stone relic we discovered has been named. We call it the Sheikah slate. We have not found any mention of a name for this object in the records we have unearthed so far. Nevertheless, Pura insisted we call it the Sheikah slate, as a relic is a slate made by the Sheikah tribe. Feels a bit on the nose to me, but it was not a fight I thought I could win. We did it. We have finally been able to restore some functionality to the Sheikah slate. What's up, Ripley? You want to come sit? Right here? Come here. Ripley, come on. Come sit. Good girl. Relax. Relax your little head. We are finally able to restore some functionality. We have discovered that this is the stone slate is capable of producing images, perfect likenesses of things you pointed at. Unlike normal pictures drawn by hand, this requires no artist to capture. It was. You're the first star on the board. Bit hard to see on the little, but you're there. You're there. Oh, you can't have more than 1 star per month, Morgan. We don't do double stars. I know. Now you feel robbed. But I can also just refund your points. Rejected. And refunded. Someday you'll trick me into it. It's happened before. Unlike normal pictures drawn by hand, this requires no artist to capture anything in perfect detail. I deeply admire the accomplishments of Sheikah technology. Still, I know there's more to learn. There must be. We believe the Sheikah slate may have a function that will allow it to control the guidance stone. We must continue our research, and quickly. We have started training the champions who will pilot the divine beasts. It may sound rude that I found this unexpected, but Mipha mastered the controls with surprising ease. Daruk struggled at first, but eventually got the hang of it. Urbosa and Rivali both managed just fine as well. I can finally see the light of hope in our fight against the rising calamity. Robbie has restored mobility to many of the guardians we've excavated. But we have still yet to find all the Guardians. Records mention a greater number of them, and even other types. They are said to be stored in 5 giant columns that rest beneath Hyrule Castle. The thing is, no matter how I search beneath the castle, I can't seem to locate these columns. They must be buried deep. Were they perhaps designed to sense the appearance of Calamity Ganon and to only activate upon his return? Countless ancient structures are being discovered across Hyrule, but all attempts to enter them have failed. Records indicate that these facilities designed to train the hero who is fated to combat the Calamity. But the crucial activation mechanism remains a mystery. Is the Sheikah Slate the key to activating them? This is purist theory, and I concur, and yet my experiments so far have been fruitless. Still, we must exhaustively investigate all means of opposing the Calamity. We must not give up, no matter what. I spoke with Pura about the Shrine of Resurrection we discovered earlier. As we speculated, this particular shrine is in fact a medical facility with the power to heal. It also has a long-term stasis function that can be activated and maintained until healing is complete. In the war against the Calamity 10,000 years ago, were the injuries so great as to necessitate such a facility? If so, I will remain uneasy until we have made all adjustments necessary to restore it to full working order. I can only pray that even if Calamity Ganon returns, our battle will not require the Shrine of Resurrection's power. Just gonna let this guy fly past so we can grab our mem. And then we gotta get out of here. I remember. I'm gonna see if I can find that. Nope, nothing.
Incredible. We're at a point now where we can actually control them. At the current rate, we'll soon know all we need to know about the Guardians and the Divine Beasts. And should Ganon ever show itself again, we'll be well positioned to defend ourselves.
What are you doing out here, Zelda?
Oh yeah, this is when we find out that her father sucked.
I was assessing the results of the experiment with the Guardians. These pieces of ancient technology could be quite useful against them.
I know that. They are essential to Hyrule's future, and our research demands that we keep a close eye on them. However, as the princess, you currently have a crucial unfulfilled responsibility to your kingdom. Let me ask you once more, when will you stop treating this as some sort of childish game?
I'm doing everything I can. I'll have you know that I just recently returned from the Spring of Courage, where I offered every ounce of my prayers to the goddess.
Oh, that's right.
Wasting your time. You need to be dedicating every moment you have to your training. You must be single-minded in unlocking the power that will seal Calamity Ganon away.
Yeah, that's right. She had to get her Triforce piece.
Don't you see? There's nothing more I can do. My hope is that you'll allow me to contribute here in whatever way I can.
No more excuses, Zelda. Stop running away from your duty. As the king, I forbid you to have anything to do with these machines from this moment on.
Oh.
And command you to focus on your training.
He sucks.
Do you know how the gossip mongers refer to you? They are out there at this moment, whispering amongst themselves that you are the heir to a throne of nothing. Nothing but failure. It is woven into your destiny that you prove them wrong. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Like, I get that he's, like, trying to, like, save the world and all, but, you know, he could be less of a jerk about it. Doesn't have to yell at her all the time. Okay. Oh, and now we have to go to the Fountain of Courage. Good thing I totally know where that is. I think. Whee! Thank goodness for that leave area option, you know? Just bounce on right out of there. I'm pretty sure the Shrine of Courage is in here somewhere. Taking a quick looky-loo. Is it here? Hmm. Hmm. I want to say it's somewhere here in Farron. I just don't know if I know exactly where. This one's going to take us a minute. This one's going to take us a minute. We're going to have to look around. Okay. So, a lot of water, some normal trees. Not there. The trees in this forest are not normal. I might actually be in the completely wrong area. Plateau. Colosseum ruins. I don't think this is the memory I'm looking for, but I do think it is a memory. Those. Out here by the snowfield? I remember. I think there is one here by the snowfield, but I don't think it's the one I'm looking for right now. Gosh, where was this one? I feel like I just gotta fly around. I gotta fly around this area for a second. Because I feel like it was definitely around here. But where is the question? These trees don't look big enough. Also, let's grab this Korok. Where would it be? Big water, couple trees, a stone slab to stand on. Is that the top of Lunera Mountain? No, there's no trees up here. Problem I'm having is I'm not seeing the trees. Well, I'm not seeing the trees with water. Seen a fair few sets of both, but not together. I don't recollect anything being up here. Wait. Wait. I think it might be this. Kala Tower. Yeah, way up north. The Kala Tower is probably my closest bet to get over there. I was remembering it in the exact opposite side of the old. I don't know. I'm trying to drink. I have no water. I have no water. Yeah, it's all the way up there. This whole section of the map that I haven't even explored in this playthrough. But that's like, I'm like 90% sure that that's it. I feel like the northern part of the map, I mean, we've got Death Mountain in this corner, but I feel like this chunk, like there's a huge section. I mean, there's a lot of huge sections that just don't get used in the game. Or they get used very sparingly. Like I'm excited to see what they do with a lot of this in Tears of the Kingdom, if anything. Because I doubt they're going to reuse old shrines. All right, we just gotta wait. There it is. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Gonna field slide our way down this. Got some speed now. Was I right? Was I right? This looks pretty like the spot to me. A scale? Well, I don't have one of those scales. I don't think this is the one of courage. This might be the one of power. But we must remember.
I come seeking help.
Man,
Regarding this power that has been handed down over time.
having to pray in the water, that would
Using
suck.
my power to seal Ganon away. Or so I've been told all my life. And yet, Grandmother heard them. The voices from the spirit realm. And Mother said her own power would develop within me. But I don't hear or feel anything.
Oh, all the pressure.
Father has told me time and time again. He always says, quit wasting your time playing at being a scholar. Curse you. I've spent every day of my life dedicated to praying. I've pleaded to the spirits tied to the ancient gods. And still the holy powers have proven deaf to my devotion. Please, just tell me. What is it? What's
Oh, man.
wrong with me?
And Link's out here hearing all of it. But he doesn't know how to talk, so he can't say anything. All Link knows how to say is, cat, hat, cat, cat. It's hard to comfort someone when that's all you can say. Maybe the occasional, huh? Okay, I know where this one is. Because we saw it on the map earlier. I'm pretty sure it's that spot right there. The question is, what's going to be? Probably here. Going to be the easiest move. We're unraveling this story. We're getting those memories. And then we're going to have to go shrine hunting. Question is, what am I? Had that pin on there for forever. Sitting there wondering what the heck I'm targeting. Well, there's a shrine. I gotta get across this big old ravine. Oh no, some moblins. I saw a fun video about moblins and how they've changed through the years. I didn't think there were any moblins in Ocarina of Time, but there are. They're totally moblins. They're in the Lost Woods. And they're big and they have hammers. You Nork. Welcome to you Nork. Heredity City with nightmares. Welcome on in, Lycans. We hope you're having a good Thursday. Hope you're living life to the fullest. Watching all the cat videos your heart desires. Thinking about you, Nork. You, Nork, in my mind, is like the Coraline version of New York. It's the other New York. And everything seems fine. But it's not. Now there's the horse we're looking for. How did I know? How did I know this is where I was supposed to go? Because I'm good at reading maps, chat. Good at reading maps. And I saw this while we were looking earlier. It's all about landmarks. You're going back? That's fantastic news, Lycans. It's fantastic news. I don't know if I'm ever going back to New York. I feel like I visited one time and I ended up, I don't know, I felt like I did the things I wanted to do while I was there. I wasn't like, oh man, I gotta come back and do all this other stuff. I was like, oh, this is New York, this is nice. But maybe it's because I went in the summer when it was really hot.
Time to soothe your mount. That's the only way it will know how you truly feel.
Oh yeah, Zelda's horse. I forgot you can track down Zelda's horse.
Thank you. This little one and I are getting along quite well now. At first, I wasn't sure if I should outfit him with all of the royal gear. I thought maybe he should have to earn it first.
But the gaming's good.
He wears it like a true
Going for a
marshal.
full business week. Oh man.
I'm trying
Think
to
of all
make
the
it more
business
aesthetic.
minutes you're gonna spend.
Benefit of the doubt, you know?
All the business minutes. I think when I went, I was there for 5 days. I want to say. I also went back when like I didn't necessarily have a lot of money, so it was like I went, but like it was like we were doing everything on a budget,
Lanayru's decree is very specific.
and maybe it'd be more fun if I just went and just spent a bunch of money.
For only the wise are permitted a place upon the mountain. I've prayed at the spring of courage and at the spring of power, yet neither awoke anything inside me. But maybe up there,
Oh man,
perhaps the spring of wisdom, the final of the three.
the Spring of Wisdom's real hard to get. It's all up on top of the mountain.
I have no real reason to think that will be the case. But there's always the chance that the next moment.
Oh yeah, the H&M. But they also they have a Uniglow, Lycans.
Is my
They have a Uniglow. You should go check out Uniglow. Uniglow's like the cooler H&M.
So then I shall go and make my way.
And I know that sounds crazy, but Uniglow is in fact the cooler H&M. And they have a really nice one in New York. It's like 4 stories. Man, I meant to pick up a bunch of Uniqlo clothes while I was in Japan, and I forgot. I forgot to stop at the Uniglow. I also had no way to get them home. Oh man, on to the next memory. Okay, so I know where this is. It's tricky though, because I don't think it looks like that anymore. But it's the gate. It's the gate into the mountain. I think it just has more snow on it now though. Can I glide there from my elephant? That might be the fastest way, chat. My elephant might be the fastest way. Also, these beasts are totally mine now. I don't care if there's still other spirits controlling them. I conquered the elephant's mine. That's the rules we live by here. Look at my elephant, it's so cute. It's a cute elephant. Got a big old trunk. I'm gonna blast a laser at Ganon for me. It's fantastic. But yeah, I could just order Uniglow clothes online. But I don't know. There's something more fun about going in the store and looking at everything. Too dangerous to go near. I'm trying to walk around it. I was just trying to walk around it. Okay, note to self. Don't get too close. It gets angry. Okay, we're just gonna glide across this ravine. And that should get us where we're trying to go. Oh, going on your birthday again? So you have many months to plan. You have many months to plan. I struggle to plan that far ahead. I'm like 3 months. 3 months is the max. If it's further out than 3 months, I'm not going to remember. And it's just not going to happen, you know? Whee!
Mifa's grace is ready.
Oh, it's a Hinox. I heard something snoring over there. Yeah, I think I can just climb over this mountain now. Man, I wish real life was this easy to traverse. Like, I wish I could just run over the mountains in my backyard. But they're significantly bigger than these in-game mountains. And these electric key swings. Or key spats, whatever they're called. Coming at me. Whee! And the memory is right here. We've almost got them all. Also, that mountain's real fun to climb. Because there's a dragon on it. There's a dragon on it. I do need those Link powers. If I was as cool as Link, I'd get stuff done. Link's healthy. I gotta get healthy. Which I'm working on. I'm losing weight, chat. I'm losing weight. I'm eating healthier. Trying to get out and walk more. We're on a way to a healthy life.
Well, don't keep us in suspense. How'd everything go up there on the mountain?
Oh man, the champions are so cool.
So you didn't feel anything? No power at all?
I'm sorry, no.
Then let's move on. You've done all you could.
Man,
Feeling sorry for yourself won't be of any help. After all,
poor
it's
Zelda.
not
She's
like
trying
the
her
last
hardest.
shot was up there on Mount Lanayru. Anything could finally spark the power to seal Ganon away.
Yeah, I've been sleeping
We just
better.
have
I've
to
been
keep
waking
looking
up on
for
time
thing.
for work, which has really helped in being healthy. Spell, welcome on in. Welcome on in. We collecting memories. We're gonna go get the Master Sword today. Spell, you know what I've been craving for the last 3 days? And it's difficult because what I'm craving is not a specific thing, but an experience. And that is, I have been craving going to a vending machine and getting something to drink. But I just don't have nearby vending machines or cash, for that matter. Oh no, Calamity Ganon's awake.
It's here.
This is it then.
Are you sure?
Positive.
It's awake. Ganon.
Oh man, y'all better get to your divine animals.
Let's stop wasting time. We're gonna need everything we got to take that thing down. Now, champions, to your divine beasts. Show that swirling swine who's boss.
Oh man, the champions are so cool.
Head on when we attack.
We do,
This needs
because
to
here's
be
the thing.
by assault.
Their machines
Little guy,
are
you get to
fun
Hyrule Castle.
because you can see everything that's in them.
Count on us for support.
You
It's
know?
up to you to pound Ganon into a
And they do the hot and the cold,
We should go.
and they're just kind of better
Safe.
than our vending machine situation.
No. I'm not a child anymore. I may not be much use on the battlefield, but there must.
But their vending machines only take Japanese
I can do
money.
to help.
I need a cool vending machine like theirs, but that takes American money. And I don't know what the option is there. That, or I just need the vending machine at my house to store all my drinks in. And then just rig it up so I just use the same money over and over. Oh man, we only have one memory left, chat. Yeah, we only have this one memory left. It's a forest. Oh man, this one's tricky. This one's tricky. But if I remember correctly, it's over here, I think. It's around this area. Oh, what's going to be the easiest way to get there? Could even be this batch of trees. Maybe. I'm going to do this shrine. I'm going to cut through a bunch of these trees. But yeah, this one's one of the hardest ones to find because there's a bunch of trees everywhere. And it's like the picture is just a bunch of trees. But like, I think there's a couple hints. There's like some trees and a hill off to the side. It's kind of like a lower area. Yeah, I think it's right in here. Oh, I hate this lady. You're only getting a pass because that ended up being a shortcut, lady. To get out of the flowers. But yeah, no, I would totally be down to figure out owning some vending machines and going filling them up every once a week and making the old business out of vending machines. But I don't know. I just feel like we don't have that vending machine culture here. I see people on the internet always being like, "Ah, vending machines are a great way to make money." And I'm like, but nobody carries cash. I need like the fancy vending machines that take people's credit cards. And I ain't got that. You read it's not worth the money it takes to get there. Some of the machines here are getting intense. Man, I'd have to look up. I have to look up what they're doing these days. I mean, I do know there are like crazy vending machines. Okay, bro. Get out of my frickin' face. Skeletons, man. Still no hot, though. Man, if your vending machines can't give you hot drinks, are they even worth it? Like, what's the point? What's the point if you can't get yourself a nice soda or a nice coffee at the same time? Also, we totally found this mem. First try. First try. Barely even difficult. This memory's where things get intense. I remember. Zelda, no!
How did it come to this? The divine beasts, the guardians, they've all turned against us. It was Calamity Ganon. It turned them all against us.
Because Ganon was super wily.
Everyone, Mifa, Urbosa, Rivali, and Daruk, they're all trapped inside those things. It's all my fault.
I want one of those cool vending machines that makes food for you.
Everything.
I want like a ramen vending machine.
Until now, it was all for nothing. So I really am just a failure. All my friends, the entire kingdom, my father most of all. I tried and I failed them all.
Man, poor Zelda.
I left them all to die.
Really just carrying all that weight for 100 years. Just chilling in the castle. Waiting for us to come back. You found the location of all 12 pictures. I think we go back to see Impa now. And she gives us something cool, maybe? Maybe she gives us something cool? I don't know. I think one thing I do remember specifically about this game is I don't think we ever get the Triforce of Courage in this one. Which makes me think that that'll be a major plot point of Here's the Kingdom, is the actual split up Triforce. Because I think we just see Zelda with it. Impa, I remember my life now. The spirits of some divine beasts have been appeased, and the powers of evil have weakened. The princess must sense this as well. Still, the divine beast Von Aboris remains. That one was controlled by Urbosa of the Garuda. Divine beast Va Rudana also remains. That one was controlled by Daruk of the Gorons. Yeah, that's not why I'm here. You should be able to find the general location of any remaining divine beasts on your map. You're Princess Zelda's only hope, and Hyrule's as well. You cannot turn back, follow your heart, and seize your destiny. By the way, how are you faring thus far? I remember my whole life. All 12 pictures already? You visited every place? And I suppose it's time. I will reveal the location of the final memory. Here is what happened. She stands up. Lady Zelda gave me specific instructions. She asked me to wait to show you this. But it was actually just chilling on the wall the whole time. This is the final picture. Does it look familiar? From this village, you should be able to get there in half a day's time. Now go, child. Seek out what Lady Zelda has shown you. I remember talking to someone about this final memory, and they were like, yeah, it was just so annoying because every time I wanted to look at it, I had to go back to Impa's house to remember where it was. And I just remember telling them, you realize you can take pictures, right? That you have the ability to just figure out where something is. I'm pretty sure is it here, the Ash Swamp? I think it's here in the Ash Swamp is where it's at. Because there's all those wrecked guardians. And we were probably trying to get away from Calamity Ganon, so we were probably headed towards Hateno Village. My logic is flawless. Oh, my Gale is not yet ready. Yeah, it's got to be this wreckage of Guardians. I only remember where this is because I came through here at the beginning of the game. Ooh! Oh no! I'm gonna have to get rid of a shield, chat. See, this shield doesn't seem that strong, but it said it had durability up. And that seemed like a good idea. Oh, whoa, whoa!
Javali's Gale is now ready.
Ow.
It is my pleasure.
Yeah, you don't like that, do ya? You don't like that, do ya? Oh. Taking down my first Guardian this playthrough. Always feels great. But I was trying to pull out my shield earlier and I couldn't because I was holding a Claymore. Alright, so yeah, this is definitely the field of Guardians I'm looking for. The question is, what's the exact spot I'm looking for? Okay, there's a tower, mountain on the left. Kind of a watery spot. Oh, right here. Easy. Man, I wonder if I would have pulled out my Sheikah slate had I not taken the picture of it. Or if I had to take a picture of it. Oh man, look at all these Guardians Link took down. That's the crazy thing about this wreckage. Is this was Link defending Zelda.
Link, save yourself. Go. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. Run.
Nah. Nah, Link don't give up. Link don't give up. Stab him right in the face. Oh, there it is. Her Triforce power activated. Get wrecked, Calamity Ganon.
Is that the power? No.
But Link do be dying.
Get up. You're going to be just fine.
Oh man, that old Zelda's Lullaby theme. That background music. Man, the way the sword blinks like that,
So he
I really think they're bringing.
can still be saved.
I really think they're bringing a lot of Skyward Sword and Tears of the Kingdom. Kato, welcome on in.
Take Link to the Shrine of Resurrection. If you don't get him there immediately, we are going to lose him forever. Is that clear? So make haste and go. His life is now in your hands.
Oh man, and that's my last memory. Zelda is always crying because her life's hard. She got all that responsibility put on her. Oh man.
Link, you have recovered all of your memories of us from 100 years ago.
Oh man, that Zelda theme.
I am here, inside Hyrule Castle. It is now time for you to defeat Ganon.
Oh yeah. Main quest complete. Yeah, we're doing a replay to get ready for Tears of the Kingdom. When it first came out, I put a few hundred hours into it. This is, for me, this is one of my favorite Zelda games. Like, this is like number 2 on my list. Number 1 being Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask has always been my favorite. Okay, so I've got Destroy Ganon and Free the Divine Beast still. Those are shrine quests. Side quests. Oh, I totally forgot that I could bring her stuff. I'm trying to remember. How I unlock the DLC mount. Like, if I have to get all 4 Divine Beasts before the 5th one unlocks, or if I have to beat the game to do it. Like, I know I've done it before, but I just can't remember, like, how it gets. Spirit knocked over a whole candle. That's it. We're sending Spirit to jail. Straight to cat jail. What do you mean his Tears going to be different? Like gameplay wise? I think it's going to be incredibly similar gameplay wise. But story wise, I think the story is going to be significantly more fleshed out. I think there's going to be much more of a direct path story than this one was. Which, the way the story was told in this game was one of, like, the #1 things that was criticized. And I think they listened to that for Tears of the Kingdom.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate
I know I don't have enough hearts to pull this. I just wanted to play the cutscene. I remember. And I wanted to talk to the Deku Tree.
What is that? Did I doze off again? Well, it's you. You finally decided.
Oh man, the Deku Tree's so cool.
Better late than never. After 100 years, I'd nearly given up hope.
But yeah, no, I mean, to put in perspective, I think this game, size-wise, is like, man, how big is it?
I have watched over Hyrule since time immemorial.
Breath
Many have referred
of
to
the
me
Wild
ages
file
as the
size.
Deku Tree. That is the weapon created by the ancient goddess. The
So
sword
Breath of the
that
Wild
seals the darkness.
is 15.7 gigs.
Light can wield against the Calamity Ganon. Believe it or not, it was actually you who wielded that sword 100 years ago. But
And
I must warn you to take extreme
oh, Tears of the Kingdom puts it at 15.9
The sword stands
before any
as a
DLC.
test to anyone who would dare attempt to
For some
resist
reason, I thought it was like way bigger.
as you are now. I
So a
cannot
similar amount of
say
content in the game, it
you are
seems.
worthy or not.
But I mean, just based on the trailers, I feel like there's going to be more story.
State, you would surely lose your life where you stand. Best of luck, young one.
But also, I mean, I remember getting lost in the first time I really dug into Breath of the Wild and playing a few hundred hours and wishing there was more to do once I 100%ed the game. So I wouldn't mind if Tears of the Kingdom was just another 150 hours of this. It cuts through bravado and superficial enhancements. Only true strength can draw it from its resting place. The only way to know if you have what it takes is to try. That's right. It gets rid of my artificial hearts. You would have lost your life if you hadn't released your grip on the sword. Prepare before you try again, for I will not stay your hand partway through the next time. All right, chat. Well, we gotta start. We gotta start getting hearts. We gotta start getting hearts. Which means we're shrine hunting. Which means we're shrine hunting for the next hour and a half. Shouldn't be hard. Shouldn't be hard. I know I've passed a number of shrines, but like I've seen out of the corner of my eye as we've been going to one place or another. But I think we need 13 hearts. That's a lot of shrines, chat. That's like 7 times 4. That's like 28 shrines we got to do. Unless we were to go trade stuff. Ooh, a major test of strength. Oh gosh. Gosh, this thing's got 3,000 health. I just hope I have enough weapons to take this thing down. Ooh! Ooh! Ooh, and I don't have any food. I may have made a grave error. Coming in to fight this thing. Man, I might not have the weapons to take this guy down. We might have to... We might have to go out and get some food. So what was the in-game lore on why the Master Sword takes your hearts? I know the gameplay reason. I don't know if it actually gives you like a full in-game lore of like, this is why. I think it was literally just like, oh, this is going to force them to actually go through and play a bunch of the game. Like, I mean, it is, make sure your strength's been restored, and that you're worthy of the blade kind of thing, but that doesn't feel super concrete, you know? Man, I'm gonna have to arrow this guy to death. Unless I can do that. Get wrecked! Get wrecked! Oh! The satisfaction of a solid parry. The pure skill.
Yes, 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 yes. Yes.
Exactly. How the hell do you get past the stupid lightning? Which lightning? Like just out and about in the world? Unequip anything metal. If you have anything metal on, lightning will electrocute you. So like take off any metal bow you have, metal shield, metal sword. And that should take care of you. In terms of a more permanent solution, I'm not exactly sure 100% where it is, but you can look it up. There is rubber armor you can get. And if you get the rubber armor, like, lightning just can't hurt you if you have all 3 pieces of it. And I do remember when I got all the rubber armor, it made life so much easier. Man, I can't believe I nailed that parry, though. Ugh. Freaking hero, a legend over here. They thought I was out of weapons. I don't need that many weapons. All I need is my shield. I'm ready to start doing damage. Coming at me. These guys coming at me. All those perfect dodges I had. Man, honestly, I feel like all Genshin would have to do to, like, make me re-obsessed with that game would be to add a permanent parry to the game. And they've put a parry in for events, so they can do it. The programming exists within the game. Add a permanent parry and add some kind of perfect time dodge, flurry rush style mechanic. And I would go 100% back to just being absolutely obsessed with Genshin if they updated those 2 things in their combat. Because I feel like every character would become significantly more interesting. And it wouldn't even need to be a flurry rush. They don't have to copy a flurry rush specifically. It could just be like a counter. Just give every character a counter animation. Oh, see? Got lightning coming at me right now. So I'm going to switch to all not metal weapons. And now the lightning's not coming at me. We're going to go get this shrine. Man, I feel like I remember being able to take choo-choo jellies and, like, combine them with arrows somehow to make elemental arrows. Might be crazy on that. I also just need to kill more enemies so I can sell some stuff. I also need to go visit Pura and see what upgrades she wants to give me. Because I do have a bunch of ancient parts. I don't think it's the ancient armor she gives me. Oh, I do think I get my fancy arrows from her, though. Oh, I need those. I need my fancy arrows. That would make my life easier. Lightning can't touch me. I am become speed. Except for when I run out of stamina. I also can't remember what it takes to trade my stamina back for hearts. And vice versa. I think I have to pay the dude rupees. That or he wants a specific item. That's like hard to get. I will say, I feel like I don't need nearly as much stamina now that I have Rivali's Gale. Because the main thing I feel like you need stamina for is climbing. Like, yes, running around sucks, but like, it is what it is. And you can also just make food to get yourself more stamina. Which you can do for like hearts, but not to get the Master Sword. So I have, in my previous playthrough, I've seen like 99% of what the amiibos do. I do remember the Twilight Princess one. I can't remember if it summons Wolf Link or if it lets you become Wolf Link. But I do remember it had something to do with Wolf Link and that it was really cool. What's that? Well, what's the situation over here? Okay, I got a ball. Question is, where is the hole? All the way over there. Can I just walk around? Ah, really? You're gonna put a wall there? Put a wall there? You're punks. You're all punks. Also, what's all the way up there? Ooh, chest. A small key? Hold up. Okay. We got that open. Summons Wolf Link and the number of hearts he has is dependent on how much optional dungeon is cleared in Twilight Princess. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Can I... Ha-ha! My brain's huge, chat. Aw, come on. Okay. Okay. Up the cat. My brain's huge, but my hands are not good at using said brain. Also, I feel like I'm gonna run out of stamina and drown. Yeah, I feel like my favorite amiibos were the one that summons Epona, Having Epona was definitely really cool. The Wolf Link was really rad. Yeah, I'm just gonna yank you over to me. The Feathered Edge. Oh man, do I have to flip this thing one more time? Man, do I have to flip it while I'm in the air? They out here asking too much. They out here asking too much of little old me. Yeah, I think it did. I think the Zelda arrow did give you light arrows. There were also a bunch that gave you like cool outfits. And I remember we figured out how to like game it so that we could reuse the amiibos over and over. Like, it was something to do with changing the date on your Switch and like disconnecting from the internet. So that like I had like all the armor sets. Because I remember you can get like Ganon's armor. You can get the classic, you can get the Fierce Deity armor. You can get the Fierce Deity sword. There were a bunch of special weapons you could get. All right. Can go get a heart with this. Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff you can get from amiibos. Some of them were just good for like getting upgrade materials. Like there were some that you would open up and it would drop a bunch of rocks and stuff. Man, a lot of people are joking that as soon as Tears of the Kingdom releases, they're going to announce the Switch 2. And they're going to be like, Tears of Kingdom will be on it, but you have to re-buy it. Your old Switch copy won't work. But I think whatever they announce for if they do like a second Switch, I think that it'll probably have backwards compatibility. Because Nintendo is not shy of backwards compatibility. They take forever to get their retro stuff up and running. But I think they've seen a lot of success with the Switch. So I don't think they're in a hurry to change the format dramatically. Man, so I have 7 hearts. And I think I've gotten 5 stamina wheels. Yeah, I think I need 4 more. I think I need at least 4 more shrines. And then we can figure out trading the guy. Or we can just keep hunting shrines. To get some hearts. But yeah, I feel like they would do backwards compatibility, because especially in their handheld devices, which the magic of the Switch was they no longer had a separated handheld line and console line. It's all just one. Whereas, you know, previous generations, it was like they had a Game Boy and a console. They had a DS and a console. And the Switch has become the one all solution to that. And so in previous handheld generations, they were really good about backwards compatibility. The Nintendo DS would play Game Boy Advanced games. And all the way up through the 3DS, it would continue to play DS games. They stuck with that cartridge format for a long time. The format for the Switch, the little cartridges, those are basically just SD cards, which have become extremely cheap to make. So I do not see them wanting to move away from that necessarily. The only reason I could see them moving away is if it's like a software issue. But the thing about the Switch in that regard as well, from a software perspective, I mean, people who have hacked it have said this for a while. It's basically just an Android. It's just an Android phone with a custom operating system, which is why it's super easy to emulate. And we're at a point where phones have gotten more powerful than the Switch in a smaller form factor. So I see it very likely a world where whatever the Switch 2 is or the Switch Pro or whatever uses the same stuff with just better hardware. Keeps a similar form factor. Probably the same size as the OLED Switch in terms of screen. And I think most likely, I think the biggest thing that I could see changing is the control system. I think they've had a number of issues with the Joy-Cons. And as they've had an older player base that has bought like Pro controllers and stuff like that, I could see them switching to a more robust Joy-Con. Something bigger. Or just having it be a more readily available option. But this is just all my random speculation. If they did make a Switch 2, chat, if it was just an upgraded version of the Switch, what would be the number one thing in your head that you would want it to have? I think for me, it would be... I would prefer bigger controls. That would be my thing. You wonder what the gimmick would be? That is kind of true. A lot of Nintendo consoles have always had some kind of gimmick. I think if anything, what I could see them bringing back as a gimmick, and I mean this isn't new per se. Because the Switch can do it, but I could see a heavier focus on it. Would be using the camera and doing like augmented reality stuff. I could see them leaning heavily into that as their go-to gimmick. Hole in one, baby. Hole in one. Not even a challenge. Hero of time over here. Hero of time. Yeah, like what the 3DS used to do. Does the Switch have a camera on it? I thought the Switch itself had a camera built in. I thought the Switch had it, but yeah, maybe I'm thinking 3DS. But yeah, I could see that being their answer to VR. Because like a lot of like PlayStation trying to lean into VR, them turning around and saying, no, we're going to do AR. and leaning into okay. Okay, this is it's a little harder when you're not on the Switch proper. Because I'm using a PS5 controller. But I could see them leaning into AR. And I could see them where it is basically a glorified Android phone, I could see them leaning into mobile IPs. Particularly along the lines of like Pokemon Go. And saying, you know, let's have people be able to walk around with their Switch and catch Pokemon. But that's kind of my thoughts on where I think they would go, just kind of based on the games they're releasing and lots of stuff they're pushing. Because yeah, I don't see them leaning heavier into motion controls. At least not heavier than they already have. Like, I don't think that's a new gimmick they produce. And it's so easy to add a high quality camera to be able to do things like AR. I think Nintendo particularly is poised in the streaming market, because I know they've added games that are streaming only. And I could see that being something they push heavily. Is just, oh, all the games are online now, so emulation doesn't matter on the power of your hardware, and that your machine is just a streaming machine. Which a lot of people don't like that idea of like digital libraries and streaming games. And I think there are some games where it definitely is not good for. But I think there's a lot of games that it's more than fine for. I never got deep into Nintendo Labo. I remember seeing it and thinking it was really cool. But, like, I didn't know anyone who got it or messed with it to, like, actually give a review of if it's, like, a worthwhile thing. I think the only one that I saw that I thought was cool was, like, the boxing. Like, it was like a backpack that you built, and then you boxed with it. But yeah, it's always kind of tricky to figure out what Nintendo's getting up to in terms of gimmicks. Because that's where Nintendo excels. Is figuring out how to keep things new and fresh. But also Miyamoto's not as involved as he used to be. I believe Miyamoto's getting ready to retire. Or just be on like a board of directors or something. Which, you know, Shigeru Miyamoto's the reason Nintendo's as big as it has been for the last 40 years. And I think Miyamoto did a really cool interview about Super Mario Run. The mobile Mario game. And somebody asked him, like, oh, what was your goal with Super Mario Run? And he said, you know, I made a lot of really fun Mario games that were really complicated and had a bunch of abilities, and you had to like use motion controls and all of this stuff to do them. And he said, with Super Mario Run, I wanted to see if I could make a fun game with one button. And that's the thing about Super Mario Run. All it is a tap to jump. And it is a fun Mario game. It was just riddled with microtransactions. If I remember properly. But, so, you know, sometimes the minds at Nintendo are all like, no, I'm going to simplify everything. And give you an insane experience. So who knows? They could come out with a Switch where they're all like, oh, there is no controller. We've been studying EKG readings, and you put this helmet on and play the whole experience with your mind. I think we're still many years away from that, but if anyone were to pull that, I think it would be Nintendo. I think Nintendo would be the one to say, put on this headband, and you're gonna experience the magic with your brain. Oh man, this is one of those freebies. I guess the trial was getting to the shrine. The real treasure was the friends we made along the way. And this orb that this guy's going to give me. Okay. We need 2 more. You kind of miss those weird controls from back in the day, like the Donkey Kong bongos or the Mario Party mic. Man, the one that I miss the most, and I never had it, but I remember as a kid wanting it so bad, was it was on the N64 or the GameCube, and I think the game was Hey You Pikachu, and the whole, like, there was a mic, and you talked to Pikachu to get him to do stuff. And I just remember as a kid being like, that is the coolest game ever made, period. And I didn't know anyone who had it. I didn't have it. I had like a bunch of rich friends that I was like, dude, you gotta ask your parents to get you this for Christmas. And none of them wanted it. And I was like, how do you not want to be able to yell at your Pikachu to come here? Not like in a mean yelling way, but be like, you know, actually talk to Pikachu. Okay, I feel like I remember there being a couple shrines here. But I think the one I'm remembering specifically is actually up on top of the mountain. Yeah, it is. So I gotta figure out. No darn you joke from State Farm ad. Oh no, darn you, Jake. Oh man, ads. Ads are the worst. I realize that like I spend a considerable amount of money to not be advertised to. I did not mean to fall there. Just in my daily life, like between music apps, YouTube, I have the version of Hulu that has no ads. Like I despise ads. I pay for Twitch Turbo. I still sub to a lot of my friends or donate, but like I just realized like I watch too many channels. And it's all like, oh, I could have a sub to like 15 different people for $45 a month, or I could get Twitch Turbo for $8. and just not have ads at all. And I feel like I'm shilling Twitch Turbo right now, so I'm going to stop talking about it. But I hate ads. They're the worst. I do have my ads turned down as much as possible, though. Because I don't make any revenue off of them. Like, if I got big enough where Twitch was all like, nah, we'll pay you a couple $100 a month to run ads, I would do it. I gotta time this just right. Whew. Thought I wasn't gonna make that climb for a second. Ooh, a rupee. Yeah, I have mine turned down to where, like, you should only see one ad an hour, and it should only be 30 seconds.
Mifa's grace is ready.
But yeah, I've never received, like, something from Twitch that was like, hey, if you play 3 minutes of ads an hour, we'll give you a couple $100. If they did, though, I would just straight up tell the community. I'd be like, hey, Twitch is offering me a shiz ton of money. I will take scheduled breaks each hour to make sure you don't miss content. But like, if they were guaranteeing me that much money monthly, like, I saw what some people got offered. I know, I had a friend who was sitting at the like 150 average viewer mark, and they got offered like $400 a month to play. I think they had to do, it was something to the tune of 100 hours of streaming in the month, which they were already doing. And they got offered like $500 just to run three minutes of ads an hour, and they were like, "Yeah, I'll do it." At least I got a Korok seed from this side. Okay, so the tricky part of this is finding a flat place to stand, which I don't think this spot's flat enough, but that might be. Oh, and it's cold up here. I gotta get in that shrine, and I gotta get in there quick. Whee! That's why you need all that extra stamina in the beginning. You gotta climb all these high walls. It's actually the worst. Actually the worst, climbing up all them walls. Okay, what's your... Shrines atop these peaks share a connection. Their memory, the answer to the other's question. Commit to memory before you start, lest a failure you will depart. Yeah, I would like to see... One, 3, 5, 2, 4. 1, 3, 5, 2, 4. Okay. So how do I start? Is the question. Is there another shrine that I'm missing? That I need to go to? Like this shrine has the answer to the opposite shrine? I didn't see another shrine out there, but maybe there is one. That has a similar puzzle. I feel like there is. I feel like I remember there being 2 shrines. One on either side. Yeah, there it is. So that one, what I typed out is the answer for this one. But I need to check the answer for the other one. So this is going to be 2 in 1. This is going to be 2 in 1. This is a good deal, chat. So this one is 42451. Gosh dang it. I messed it up. And I just missed my elevator. Come on, Link, get it together. Back up we go. I just wanted this chest. Well, it's just a spear that I don't want. Okay. So we need 1, 3, 5, 4, and 2. Did I do it backwards? Oh. I didn't read my number right. It would help if when I typed something out, I did what I typed out. Easy. 2 for the price of 1, really. Man, streams would take, or like the stream would be significantly longer if I actually watched every cutscene for the shrines. I probably cut out like 5 minutes per shrine. But now we got to go get the one on the other peak. Now we know the answer to this guy. We're rolling. We're rolling, chat. With great speed. I think I'm going back like 4 or 5 topics. I think one of the most interesting things about the Switch that most people don't consider, and why the Switch has always been such an awkward console, is the Wii U did really, really bad. Like the Wii U, I think sold maybe 1 million units, something like that. Like their Wii U's just chilling in a warehouse somewhere, that never got sold. And because the Wii U did as bad as it did, the Switch got rushed out. The Switch got rushed out. If you look at the console life cycles, many consoles lasted like 10 years. And Nintendo was in line with the console life cycle for a long time. Like the N64 came out the same time as PS1. The GameCube was in line with the PS2 and the Xbox. The Wii was in line with the Xbox 360 and the PS3. And the Wii U came out and was supposed to tackle like PS4 and stuff, and it didn't do well. And so they pivoted to getting the Switch out as quickly as they could. But because of that, the Switch, like when it was released, felt like it was really far ahead. But now it's like dragging, and the Switch has felt really weak compared to the current console generation, because the Switch is like, I think whatever the Switch 2 ends up being is probably what the Switch was originally meant to be. And when the Switch first came out, or maybe the Switch OLED was what the Switch was originally meant to be. And it probably would have been a more powerful system. But it had to get rushed out. It had to get rushed out. And they had to figure out how to make it cost effective so that they could compete. And so the Switch, I feel like, is one of the major console generations that has felt like behind. And I agree, Kate. I think the Wii U was poorly marketed. A lot of people just weren't as aware of it compared to their other systems. But I like the Wii U. You can go count the years, and it was a very short-lived console generation. And I think if they do announce a Switch 2 soon, which, like, timing-wise, it feels like they'd probably be getting ready to announce one, it'll probably bring them more in line with current-gen consoles. All right, so this brings me up to 8. So if I can find the guy... I want to say he's over by Hateno. Yeah, that was kind of the other tricky thing about it, was like the gamepad itself was so... I mean, you can see how the Wii U turned into the Switch. Like, you can see how, like, it was this idea of it being like a mobile gaming device and connected to your TV device. And it's like a lot of people were doing that at the time. Like, Nintendo wasn't the only ones trying to do that. But I think when they turned around and made the Switch, that was when it was all like, oh, this is what this experience is supposed to be. Man, I feel like the guy who let me trade stuff was like along the mountainside over here. He's like in a really random spot and he's just kind of hidden. He also might be right behind my house that I haven't gotten yet. Because that's like a super long side quest, that house and that village. But a really fun one. And if I wasn't just trying to refresh on the story and like the main beats of it, we would do it. Want to get my upgrades while I'm here. One of the things that was marketed for Wii U is that you can play your gamepad. Well, and I know both my brothers have Wii U's, and they still use them to do that. They did for a long time until they got Switches. I should have enough to do all of them. Man, yeah, I forgot that the Sheikah Slate could be upgraded. Which I'm surprised that I forgot it, because I've been using it, and I've been like, man, I feel like my stasis is too short. Or I feel like my bombs... Got my Sheikah sensor upgraded. You never believe that Puda's 100 years old. I did. Yeah, I've got a bunch of ancient materials that I've just been holding on to. Because I thought I had to hold on to them for something. I couldn't remember what. I think there was a Legend of Zelda demo that showed off the graphics for the Wii U. I think that was like, it was like the first trailer for Breath of the Wild. which is another thing that makes the Wii U such an odd console generation, is that it got Breath of the Wild on it, and it got like remasters and stuff. But when you look at Nintendo, every console generation of Nintendo has a Zelda game at the beginning of it and a Zelda game at the end of it. So if you look at, and they've kind of started doing this thing where they overlap. But so N64 had Ocarina of Time, and then it had Majora's Mask. GameCube had Wind Waker, and then it had Twilight Princess. And then Twilight Princess was the beginning of the Wii, and Skyward Sword was the end of the Wii. And then on the Wii U, we got Breath of the Wild. But then the Wii U was so short-lived. And what ended up happening was Breath of the Wild ended up marking the beginning of the Switch era. And Tears of the Kingdom is most likely going to mark the end of the Switch era and our transition into whatever the Switch 2 is. There's been some job postings recently that point to the Switch 2 happening. Basically job openings saying very bluntly, you will be working on Nintendo's next console, and that the hardware and the software development for it are done. And so it kind of aligns with Tears of the Kingdom coming out, a new console coming out probably around Christmas. And they're releasing that fancy OLED version. Four Swords would have been a good Switch game. I feel like, so here's the thing about games like Four Swords. They were so magical because you got people together to like play them. But that was also a hindrance to the games, is the need to be able to get 4 Game Boys, 4 people together to play together. In the era of online gaming and Discord, games like Four Swords would thrive. Games that are forced co-op and just work online. Oh, I remember this. They want me to, Okay, I gotta take a picture, Sunshroom. I go talk to him. Yep. Now it'll tell me where that stuff is when I'm looking for it. And now I can find them. Down in the forest. Oh man, that one I grabbed was a farce. It was but a mere Hylian shroom. But yeah, I feel like co-op games like Four Swords. There was a Final Fantasy, Crystal Chronicles, that was a GameCube release that they did a remastered version where you can do online co-op now, and it was way easier to get a couple people to just hop on online co-op and play through that game. Okay. Oh, okay. But how many pictures is it going to give me? Bum 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 bum. The delayed ba ba da da. Kind of a bummer. It gave me like one mushroom. Yeah, so I'm curious, like, how I get other pictures. When are you gonna give me my fancy arrows? I came because I thought she was gonna give me fancy arrows, but she didn't. Alright, well we gotta... I miss the WiiWare versions of the FF Crystal Chronicles, My Life as a King. So I never played those, but my brother did. And this is my brother who doesn't... He does a lot of mobile gaming, but he doesn't game nearly as much as I do. But I remember talking to him about Crystal Chronicles, and he was all like, "Oh man, I remember this version of Crystal Chronicles that was on the Wii called My Life as a King," and he went on like a 20-minute rant about how it was like one of his favorite games of all time, and how he just remembered sinking an insane amount of hours into it. And I was just like, "Oh, I've never heard of it." Is the guy up here? I feel like he might be up here, the guy who lets me switch my stamina and hearts. I remember it's like a random statue. Just like up against a wall. That's not a normal statue. Like, it's not a normal goddess statue. I could have sworn he was somewhere up in these mountains. I remember I had it on my Switch, or not my Switch, my PSP, and I probably still do. There was an old Final Fantasy game called Final Fantasy Crystal's Defenders, and it was a tower defense game based on like Final Fantasy Tactics. And that was a lot of fun. And I think you can still download it on mobile, but like if you get the mobile version, it's like filled with microtransactions. Well, this is just the Broken Heart place. Oh, where could you be, my little statue? Lurking in the shadows. This little pond looks significant. Just a bunch of Hyrule bass. Man, you know one thing I really need them to bring back in Tears of the Kingdom that wasn't in Breath of the Wild is a dope fishing minigame. Where is my dope fishing minigame? I remember I would log on to my brother's Twilight Princess save file just to go do that fishing minigame. I'd spend hours on it. I also feel like there was a standalone Zelda fishing game. I could be wrong on that. I know there was Link's crossbow training, which was a rad Zelda minigame. Man, I'm gonna have to look this up. Where to find the horned statue. Oh man, I was really close. It would appear I may have walked right past him. I thought he was behind my house, but it looks like he might be in front of my house. Look at these cute little shipping container homes. There he is. The old horned statue. Ah, so there are some who still pay me homage. You can talk? You don't say. You can hear my voice? Now that is a surprise. What were you praying for? Long life? Wealth? Like so many of your kind? Whichever it was, you came to the right place. A dealer in life and power, that was me once. Alas, my life for money bargains didn't sit well with the goddess Hylia. She trapped me in this stone statue long ago. The villagers here call me the horn statue and don't even bother to wipe away the bird droppings. One would think years upon years of such treatment would have made me mend my ways. One would think wrongly. I have only been biding my time for the moment someone who can hear me appears, someone such as you. But I've said enough. Now then, shall we strike a bargain? Then stay that way. No further action on your part is required. Ha ha ha! My touch is as subtle as ever. Now that I have taken that essence from you without leaving a mark. Give it back. Ha ha ha! Did you think that I deceived you? Perish the thought. I hope that our relationship will be a long and profitable relationship. So which will it be? As I may have mentioned once or twice, I am a dealer in life or power. I can provide a valuable service to you. I take heart containers or stamina vessels from you, and then, for a price, return whichever of the two you like. Give me a heart. A wise choice. Now remain still. So yeah, that first one is just the example. You look skeptical. Not to worry. Money and life are as one to me. If you're ready to begin, then first you must sell me either type of essence for 100 rupees. If you want to buy an essence back, the price raises to 120 rupees. Before you cry foul, I know that you may choose which one I return to you. I'm going to sell stamina. Oh, and he pays me 100 rupees when I do it. Okay, so I'm going to have plenty of rupees. I can't remember if I max out at 1,000 rupees. No, I can hold more. Okay, so now I've given him 5 stamina vessels. And I want heart containers. Whee! Then the bargain is struck. I love how this is like a super simple function in the game of just being able to swap these, but they made a whole lore around it. They made it super creepy, rather than just saying, oh, well, like if you go talk to this one person, you can give him 20 rupees and he'll flip them around for you. Like, I'm currently without any of your essences. Are you in the mood to sell? Never mind. Then what are you still doing here? Okay, that should put me at 13. Which should be enough to pull the old Master Sword out. And then I think we'll do the Master Sword Trials is what we'll do, so we can get it all powered up. And that'll put us in a great spot for next time to go blast through some Divine Beasts. Man, am I at 13 or am I at 12? I think I'm at 13. It's hard to count when they're all in a line like that. Oh no, the blood moon. Ooh, some silent princesses. I need those. Yeah, do your cutscene, Blood Moon.
The blood moon rises once again. Please be careful.
And if I refuse to be careful? What if I want to pull a sword out of a stone? That's going to actively kill me. One, two, three, four. Oh, man. I remember the first time I played this and not knowing how many hearts I needed. And every time I got a heart, I came back and tried. And when I finally pulled it out, man, it was the coolest feeling to be like, I did it!
Your master will come for you. Until then, you shall rest safely here. Although the slumber of restoration will most certainly deprive him of his memories, please trust me when I say that I know he will arrive before you yet again.
If I may be so bold, what is it that you are planning to do next, Princess?
Dun, dun. That's just Zelda's Lullaby, right? Dun,
I
dun,
heard it
dun.
speak to me. It seems that my role is unfinished. There is still something I must do.
I sense there is great strength in your dedication.
Yeah, this is Zelda's theme.
Great Deku Tree, I ask of you, when he returns, can you please relay this message? Tell him
Now then, words intended for him would sound much better in the tones of your voice, don't you think?
Man, the old wise Deku Tree. That, or he's just like, man, I don't want to deal with that. You wonder if in this time Four Swords still exists? So I know Breath of the Wild takes place at the end of the overall timeline. And there is a Zelda book that actually explains the whole timeline. And there are actually two, but I think they reconverge at Breath of the Wild. But yeah, the Breath of the Wild timeline does encompass everything. Every Zelda game that has happened so far. From what I understand, Breath of the Wild has the end and Skyward Sword is the beginning. To all points in the timeline.
What you just saw happened where you
Link dies, Child Link and Adult Link. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds right.
After you were separated from the sword, the princess thought to bring it here, where she knew that it would be safe under my watch. She continues to fight, trapped deep within the confines of Hyrule Castle. Her heart cascades with faith that you will return.
So
She has a smile like the sun.
I think the natural progression of the game is you're supposed to get the Master Sword after the Four Divine Beasts. I think they're like expecting you to use the hearts you get from it. That blade has a name. It is the Master Sword. When used against Calamity Ganon or those tainted by his malice, it will become suffused with holy light. At such times, the true power of the sword will manifest, but be warned, do not rely too much on its power. If you wield it without need, its power will be exhausted and will no longer be of use to you. Should this happen, you must wait for the sword to recover. It would be rash to rely on the sword alone to defeat Ganon, and I suggest you free the divine beast before facing him. Now, how do I do the trials of the sword? Could it be? You're Mr. Hero. Mr. Hero is here. The mushroom on my head suddenly sprouted today, so I knew something was up. Do you remember when Minish Cap takes place, or when in the timeline? Minish Cap, if I remember right, is pre-Ocarina of Time. Like, that's a previous incarnation of Link. It was a prediction that you'd come. Us Koroks all got together and prepared some trials just for you, Mr. Hero. Although you may not need them since you already pulled the Master Sword and all, but these trials will help you grow even stronger than you are now. Among them is an extra tough one designed by me, the Elder of the Korok Forest. So we'll test your mettle in the Korok trials? I'll do it. You know, if you keep doing everything everyone asks you without question, you're going to get conned eventually. Anywhere, where was I? Oh yeah, the Korok trials. Long story short, you need to visit all the shrines in the Korok Forest so that you can be considered a real grown-up. Trial 1 in the Southwest Forest. I've actually done all these. Good night, Lycans. Get good sleeps. Trial 2 in the Northwest Forest, the Lost Pilgrimage. Trial 3 in the Eastern Forest. I've done all 3 of these. You've already completed all the trials? That's amazing. You're so cool. Ah, I know that look. You want me to give you something since you visited all the places, don't you? I guess I have no choice. I'll give you my treasured item. Ooh, big hearty truffles. Try eating a dish cooked with that big hearty truffle. It'll soothe all your aches and pains and then some. I'm not pulling your branch here. Just try it for yourself. Actually, those 3 trials aren't the only ones we've prepared for you. We've also all the hidden riddles of Hyrule. Have you found them yet? I found them. What? You found them already? There's nothing left for me to teach you. Actually, I could teach you how to grow mushrooms out of your head. Well, I'm not sure that'd be of much use. I don't actually know if I have found all the hidden riddles of Hyrule. Man, I do not remember how I start the Trials of the Sword. Mayhaps I have to teleport away. Yeah, all the DLC stuff. I don't know how I unlock it. Oh, here we go. The hero called Link. Time has come. You are now ready to test the limits of your courage. Heed the great Takey Tree's words at this sacred place, the Korok's Forest. Do so, and a glorious trial will be bestowed upon you. There we go. I also gotta talk to my boy. Chakalala. I'd like to expand my bow stash. You gotta dance. You gotta dance when he does the thing. And we'll do one on our weapons. Ba, 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 ba. You gotta do it. It's the only way. What's this? A voice beckoned you here, I see. So the time has come. I shall now tell you all that I know about the arduous trial that awaits you. The sword you have reunited with, the Master Sword, is yet to realize its true splendor. If they do a Legend of Zelda movie, do you think they're going to make Link talk? Yeah, I think they would, for the sake of narrative. This trial shall test your courage to ensure you are worthy of this splendor. It's called the Trial of the Sword. It will challenge you as you have never been challenged before. Yeah, I think the thing with those, with like converting a game to a movie, all of your weapons and armors will be sealed away. You must face your enemies without the tools you've come to rely on. Once you've tempered your soul and proven your wisdom and courage by completing Trial of the Sword, the Master Sword shall truly be yours. Unless my eyes deceive me, you seem quite willing to take on this trial, a hero through and through. Now, Link, place the Master Sword in its pedestal. Yeah, I had this discussion with my brother about the Super Mario movie. Like, when you have, like, those intense dialogue moments, like, it makes sense that you want just, like, a regular actor to be doing the voice rather than, like, a really tuned up voice to match the character. And it's kind of like with Detective Pikachu, where they had Pikachu talking for the sake of the narrative. Like, can it be done telling the story without ever having Link talk? Yes. But gaming kind of gives you a special format to tell the story that way. And I think that just doesn't translate to film. And I think it's one of those things that, like, I think actually giving Link a character would help. You presently lack the power necessary to wield the true splendor of the Master Sword. You must fortify your mind, body, and soul by eradicating all obstacles that appear in this realm. In this illusory realm of sacred mystery, anything can happen. All that you can obtain here will be lost upon your return to the reality you know. So the thing about the Trial of the Sword is that it's truly all just about resource management. It's resource management and just finding everything you possibly can. Gonna take their meat. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's right. I don't have any stamina because I traded it all for hearts. There we go. Gosh dang it. I meant to jump sideways, not forward. All right. Now we're working with some stuff. All I needed was a weapon so I could start flurry rushing people. Yeah, I want them bird eggs. Any other big trees? This one might have some stuff. Nope. Gotta find everything you can. Wonder what voice actors they would pick. I remember seeing like... Well, I think the real question of doing a Zelda movie is... I feel like of anything, Zelda is the most likely to get a live action rather than an animated one. And then it's about which actors do you pick rather than voice actors. But I definitely see them going with someone with like a young sounding voice for Link. Oh my gosh. I asked for but 5 seconds of peace. Just want to get up there to kill this bokoblin. I will be taking those traveler weapons, thank you. Okay, I gotta figure out if there's anything I can use to heal in here. I've got a tiny bit of food. I feel like I find a cooking pot in one of the floors. And if I hold out, I'll be able to make something better healing-wise. But I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I could see in terms of voice actors, well, I don't trust that. That is why I don't trust that. Trials are more about understanding game mechanics than they are about being strong. Knowing that a rock basically insta-killed those guys is important. I also can't remember how many floors there are. I want to say there's 10 for each. 10 beginner, 10 intermediate, 10 hard. Or it might even be as many as 15. The old sneak strike. I just need to not have my camera go crazy on me while I'm trying to do this. Okay, a spiked bow, nice. Okay. You got a bat break, that's fine. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, okay. Nope, they totally know where I am. Please target the one in front of you. Run away, run away, run away. Gosh dang it. And that's a death. And that kicks me all the way out back to the beginning. I'm pretty sure. It'd be dope if it just started me on the floor that I was on. Those blue ones are strong. Oh, so if I'm sneaky, I can actually take their weapons. Which would make... Well, that definitely was nice. That was way easier than the first time. I don't think I can cook eggs without a pot. Campfire egg. Ah, one of them cracked. That's a bummer. I think that was a loss because the campfire egg was 1.5. Ow, 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 ow. Lame. Okay. So this is the issue. I have bows, but I don't have any arrows. Really? Yeah, bro, I am right here. Please shoot some arrows at me. Oh, neither of you have arrows. Man. Falling out of trees. Yeah, bro, I ain't let you coming at me with no Boko bat. But I will go at your friend with a Boko bat. Home run. Okay, this time with the little fire jellies, I need to not lose a bunch of HP. Oh my goodness, I just noticed a chest in here that I didn't notice before. Oh man, there's 2 chests. Oh man, that's a huge win. I need a rock. Hey you, come with me. I need you to start a fire over here. I think I only need one of you to start a fire over here. All right, we got this chest too. Ooh, a boomerang, nice. Okay. Rest of this trial should be relatively easy. for this floor of the trial. Done. And didn't lose any health this time. I feel like I had no health left when I got through this one last time. And I got that boomerang and the fire arrows, which are going to be a huge win. Now we just got to be sneaky through here. You don't see me. I'm behind a tree. Okay. Quietly. Everything's fine. We're still being sneaky. Turn around. I need this guy to turn around. Oh, shoot. Forgot there was one more dude with arrows. Yeah, nah, he knows where I am. Okay. That was not good, getting hit by him. Now I have his weapons. Yeah, I'm gonna have to eat some food. Some of my health back. That's what you get. Man, I feel like we'll probably just get through this trial today. The beginner one. If we get through any of them, truthfully. Because I could get wrecked by the next room. This will be our last try of the night. I'll say that. This was bonus in terms of things I wanted to get done tonight. Okay, we got a couple moblins. Long as you don't call your friends. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. That's right. You think you know where I am. You don't know where I am. Okay, no, that one actually knows where I am. Oh man, almost missed that one timing-wise. I was worried on that for a second. Yeah, I want to go take out this big moblin. Ooh. Ooh, that almost got dicey. Get out of my face, bro. Oh. I just hate how I'm having to use freaking bokoblin weapons through this whole thing. Like, that is the best option. Ooh, a bunch of arrows. That'll be super helpful. I didn't lose any health that floor, though. That was a solid run. Didn't get hit once. I think that was floor 5. Now we're moving into floor 6. Oh, shoot. Ooh. Got him. It gives me nothing. Oh, I'm gonna have to explore this floor. There's bound to be some kind of bonus. Wooden or metal boxes. Those are more for fighting him, not for... Oh. I haven't found any kind of healing item since that very first room. Which makes me feel like I'm missing something. But we got through that floor. Oh. Okay. Sure. Like a little checkpoint room. I need something a little sturdier. No, that meat. I want that. Ooh. I was like, I really don't want that fairy to get away. Man, getting a ton of stuff in here. A lot of armored stuff. Anything else in these trees? Well, time to cook some stuff up. Okay. Okay. So we got some things that'll heal us and increase our defense. Also, that was floor 7. Yeah, didn't want to have to deal with that guy. Okay, I'm pretty sure these guys are actually pretty easy to sneak strike. I stand corrected. You know, for a weapon way more powerful than everything I have, easy decision. Forgot I had to catch him. Just the one? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, get out of there, get out of there. Nope, there's definitely another one. Oh, I guess I killed the other one in another way. I thought I heard it. Come over here. Ow. Never upset to have more arrows. Nice throwing spear. Feel like there also might be something back on this island. Oh, sweet. So worried about that spear. We'll take whatever's in there, though. That appears to be all the chests in the water. All right, away we go. So far, so good. We're down to floor 9. I think there's probably 15. Oh, screw this guy. Have a good night, Kata. Thanks for stopping by. Okay. I want the strongest bow I have. Fire arrows. Oh my gosh, frickin' Octo Rocks, man. I've wasted so many fire arrows. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, well, I'll definitely trade something I have for that Thunder Rod. Chests. Worth grabbing. Looks like not. To the next floor. We're doing it, chat. We're really doing it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Son of a... Please just get back up. Okay. Okay. Feel like I'm finally getting my bearings with these guys. And they're obnoxiously huge health pools. Got him. Double check, make sure there's nothing to collect on this floor. A lot of arrows. I don't really see a way to get up to there. I don't really see anything up there either. So, we're going to move on. Hopefully I didn't miss anything on that floor. I think that brings us to 11? Ooh, I don't like this. Ah, he's got that little hut over him. I don't like this. Got him. Oh, shoot! Gosh dang it. Gosh dang it. Oh, and he is not the only one. Whew. Crap. Oh man, I need a cooking pot. What I need. Please have something good. Okay. Slowly but surely we're doing it. what I could really use is a cooking pot. I doubt it's going to give me one. But it would be totally rad if it did. 412. Oh, gosh. Okay, I am just going to... eat what I have in my possession. Okay, here's the thing. This guy is not that hard. But if he hits me once, I'm probably dead. There's no way I'm out of bows. Oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot. What am I doing? I'm equipping a new bow. Oh, run away, run away, run away. Run away, run away, run away. Don't do the tree thing. Almost got him. Got him. Woo! That was scary. Certainly going to take these fruits. And I think all the trees actually have some fruits. If I chop them down. Nope, that one just had a tree branch. This one has fruits, I know, because I saw them. That one has no fruits. To the next floor. Ooh, we're close. We're close. That was floor 12. Oh man, I think that was it for the beginner. We did it. To the one chosen by the Sacred Blade, I commend you for your efforts in this trial. You're now strong enough to wield more of the Master Sword's power than ever before. Courageous hero chosen by the Blade. Take hold of the Master Sword. Dude, this is a dope shrine. Man, I forgot about all this. Now we got our medium, or our easy Master Sword. We got 2 more to do. But that's gonna be where we call it for the night.